So yeah, very simple. I'm going to do this one informally, and then I'm going to follow up with an actual formal response on my TikTok. All right. But quick to exegete is very simple. First of all, as I already showed you, Jesus already told them that he wasn't God in verse 40. You Christians ignore several verses prior to this verse. He already told them, I'm not God. You're trying to take my life. A man who told you the truth that I heard from God. Abraham didn't do such things. So right there, he's making it clear who he is. He's a man who told them the truth that he heard from God. Then verse 42 continues. He says, look, if God were your father, you would love me because I came from God. Not that I am God, but that I came from God. And what? I did not come on my own. It was God who sent me. So very clear, he already told them, I am not God, I'm a man, I'm telling you the truth that I heard from God. No, I am not God who incarnate, I am not God become flesh, I am not God who is a man on earth coming to see you. No, I didn't even come on my own. God sent me. So that's clear. So what happens when we get to verse 58? Well, you Christians ignore the verses before that. Verse 56. He's explaining how he's before Abraham. He says, look, Abraham saw my day and he rejoiced, or he was happy. Right? Well, Abraham was a prophet. Jesus in other places says the prophets before him prophesied of him. They prophesied of his coming. So Abraham would be no different, right? He says, Abraham saw my day and he was happy, or he was glad, or he rejoiced, depending on the translation. Then he gets to verse 58. So what? So before Abraham, I am. I am what? Well, he already told us. Before Abraham, he was the one that was prophesied to come, i.e., he's the Messiah. In fact, if you go earlier in the chapter of 8, he's already explaining to them that's who he is. He's trying to let them see that he is the Messiah. He is the man that God chose to hear the truth and bring the truth to them. He didn't come on his own. It was God who sent him. So this is who he is before Abraham. So there you go. Very simple exegesis of what's being said. Before Abraham, I am means that before Abraham, I already was prophesied to come. I already was the Messiah who was chosen to come. And Abraham saw this and he was happy. All right. So like I said, I'm going to make a more formal video, and I'm going to even show you that I can show you even a Christian commentary that shows and backs up what I'm saying. That what he's saying is before Abraham, I am, meaning before Abraham, I am the Messiah that was prophesied to come, not God. I already showed that in the other video that he wasn't saying he was God when you compare the Exodus 3:14 to the John 8:58 in the Greek. It doesn't match. In Exodus 3:14 Greek, God says, ego eime ho on. Then he told Moses, tell them, ho on has sent you. Jesus says before Abraham, ego eime. He doesn't say ho on. He doesn't say ho on. So it's clear he's not saying even the same thing, even linguistically, even in the language, he's not saying the same thing. So there you go. That's the exegesis. Before Abraham, I am means before Abraham, I am the Messiah that was prophesied to come. As he said, Abraham saw my day and he rejoiced. So if Abraham could see his day before Jesus ever came, i.e., before Abraham, I am. He saw my day before I ever came. He already saw the prophecy of the coming of myself, the Messiah. That's the answer to it. Very simple. As I said, everybody, I'm going to make an actual more formal response where I'm going to actually show the evidence to what I'm saying. Okay? So there it is.